Hey guys, today I'm going to do my first ever what I eat in a day video. I've wanted to do these for a while, so today I'm just going to walk you through all of the plant-based recipes I ate today, starting with my cup of coffee. Hi, beauty.
Did you sleep good?
Who is that beauty? Beauty. Your hair's a little crazy today. So, out of peer pressure, I tried an oat milk latte a few months ago and immediately fell in love with oat milk, especially in my coffee. I've typically been buying the barista blend, which is like a thicker consistency, but I got this one and honestly I didn't love it. It's much thinner and it is sweetened with cane sugar, which to a certain extent is fine, but I just didn't prefer it. So next time I will buy the barista blend. Hello. Thought that I would do a what I eat in a day video. I've never done one of these, but I watch them all the time, and every time I think of doing it, I think that no one would really want to see that. But then, as I just said, I watch them all the time and I love them. So I thought that I would do one of these. It's going to be all plant-based recipes. I do want to ask that you excuse our kitchen. I'm going to film in there a bunch today, which I don't usually do. We're in the middle of renovating it, but we're trying to do it ourselves to save money, which just means that it's taking us 10 times longer and we don't really know what we're doing. So it's just kind of a complete mess right now, but I still wanted to do this video. So Steven just took Gemma to school. We typically make breakfast with her here. Actually, we always make breakfast with her here, but breakfast with a toddler means I kind of prep a few ingredients and then I play with her for 5 minutes, and then I prep a few more ingredients and then I play with her a little bit, and then she has a meltdown about something and eventually breakfast gets made, and then we kind of eat it as we're walking out the door to take her to school. But I wanted this to be a little more, I wanted to be able to film this. So Gemma is on her way to school right now and we are going to make a smoothie for breakfast. I haven't really been making smoothies for breakfast lately. I don't really know why. It's summer. Typically in the summer I make a lot of them, but I figured this was a good idea to try it. I'm gonna use a recipe from my blog that's super tasty, so let's go make some breakfast. So this is the recipe that I am going to be making from my blog. It's my homemade acai bowl recipe. I will link to it down in the description. To make this, we're gonna start with a frozen banana and some plant-based milk, as well as just a touch of maple syrup for sweetness, and then I'm gonna add in some fresh strawberries. Just because I'm gonna be blending it, I just add in the stems as well. Some blueberries, and then this is the acai puree packets that I use from Trader Joe's. I just wanted you to see them. And then this is what the packet looks like when you buy it in the stores. These are frozen, so I just run it under a little bit of water to kind of loosen it up from the packaging and then dump it right into the blender. I really like these packets and they're relatively inexpensive compared to buying acai powder. So then I just blend this up really nice. I actually added a little bit too much liquid to this smoothie, but that's okay. Now I'm going to chop up some fresh strawberries to top on my smoothie bowl. Then I will pour the smoothie right into a bowl. As I mentioned, it's a little bit thinner than I usually make it. I typically like it super thick so that the toppings really stay on top, but this was totally fine. I just added maybe like half a cup too much liquid. So I'm gonna put on my strawberries and some blueberries. I also topped it with a little bit of chia seeds as well as some hemp seeds. I try and make my smoothie bowls and my smoothies kind of well balanced so that I'm getting a lot of good nutrients in. Then I added just a few slices of almonds and got busy eating this. Okay, quick wardrobe change. I'm gonna finish my breakfast really quick and then I need to film a video. Beth from Budget Bites is coming over today and we're gonna film a video together all about budget-friendly meal prep plant-based recipes. I posted about this on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago and people were super into the idea. So Beth luckily lives in Nashville and she's a friend of mine, so she's coming over and she's gonna kind of talk us through some plant-based pantry staples and some other things. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna try and film my recipe first And then when she gets here, we'll kind of film the part of us talking together, and then we're gonna film one of her recipes being made. So, okay, now I need to go put some makeup on and try and do something with my hair. I just recorded this whole clip and then realized I was out of focus. So Beth just left, and now I'm finally gonna eat lunch. It is almost 2. And I knew that that would happen, which is why I ate that whole big smoothie bowl. For that smoothie, I usually only eat, I usually kind of make about half of that recipe, or I make it and I split it with Gemma and or Steven. But in this case, I ate almost all of that with all the toppings because I knew I was gonna eat such a late lunch. So for the video that Beth and I just shot, we made 2 meal prep recipes. They're both really delicious, but I'm excited to try hers because I haven't done that yet. And I'm starving, so. Beth's is a sesame tempeh recipe with rice and broccoli, and we used frozen broccoli because it just makes it easier and cheaper for meal prep. Now I'm gonna try her tempeh recipe. Here, let me show it to you. Let's see if I can focus on this without spilling it. There. This isn't the best shot. I'll show you a better shot in just a second, but it's really, I'm really excited to try this. So let's try this. I love anything with that sauce on it. It's so good. All right, so now, am I out of focus again? So now I'm gonna take my tempeh dish and go sit at my desk and work because I am super behind. This always happens when I meet up with another vlogger. It's just not often that I like get out of the house and socialize with people, which sounds really sad, but I love my work. Anyways, so since Beth was here, we just spent half of the time chatting about industry stuff and whatever. She's awesome. I followed her blog for a long time, and it's a really massive blog and a blog that I aspire to be. So it was great to chat with her and kind of ask her advice on some things and just kind of like exchange stories about how our blogs are going. But now I'm behind and I need to go work and stop chatting to you, so. Oh, also I realized just now that I put my hair up while we were cooking the recipes, and then I forgot to take it down for the end card, so that's cool. Great. Okay, I'm about finished with this now. Just was answering some emails, and I just wanted to say that I feel like people should eat tempeh more. Tofu is so much more widely eaten, and I feel like you find it a lot more. But if I had to pick between tofu and tempeh, I feel like tempeh just tastes so much better, and it has like such a nice, meatier texture. I really love tofu, but this was just really good, and you need to go make this recipe and eat tempeh a lot more often because it's so good. Also, we were kind of in a hurry, so for her recipe, she talks about putting the broccoli in frozen, and then it'll just heat up when you microwave the meal prep dish later. So we did that, and then we heated up the broccoli, but not all the way. So this has been perfect, but then I've just been eating cold broccoli, which is weird, but also still tasty, so. Oh well. All right, it's like 4 p.m. now, and I'm definitely feeling that afternoon slump. And I was kind of feeling like I wanted a snack. So yesterday for a client video, and I think that this recipe will be live by the time this video goes up. But yesterday for a client video, I made these vegan healthy Twix bars. It's a recipe from Ambitious Kitchen, and they were really delicious, so we kept them. Let me see if I can show this to you. Focus there. So the bottom is like an almond flour crust. This is like a peanut butter caramel sauce, and the top is just melted peanut butter. They are really ridiculously delicious, and it's taken everything in me to not just eat the entire pan of them that we made. So I'm just gonna have like, I think 2. I want to eat all of them, but I think I'm gonna eat 2 of them. And then I'm gonna make this drink that I make all the time. It's just sparkling water and pomegranate juice, but it's so good, and I have it every single day. And just to kind of cut down on the amount of like juice and sugar that I'm drinking, I only do a little bit of the pomegranate juice. So I'm gonna show that to you. Seriously, look at this. It's so good. I don't know how close it'll let me get. Ah, these are so good. I want to eat all of these so bad. Alright, let's make the drink. Okay, there's not really a reason for this, but I have this really cute bee cup that I got at Anthropologie. It was like $20 for 1 cup, so I just bought one because I really liked it. And this is the cup I use every day when I have this drink. And I don't use it anytime except for when I make this pomegranate drink. So it's just a can of sparkling water, and then this, let's see if I can try, and then this just whatever pomegranate juice, but this is the only brand I ever find. I was sent a whole case of these maybe like 2 years ago for a client video that I was doing. And I was like, what do I do with all this pomegranate juice? And I tried it and I loved it. But again, I don't like drinking it straight, so I greatly dilute it, and I'm gonna show that to you. Pour in my glass of water, can of water. And then I do the juice, and I do maybe about a 1/4 cup of it. Ugh, let me get this open. Okay, so yeah, probably about a 1/4 cup. I just eyeball it. Yum. So that's it for this drink. It's just really simple, but I love it, and I have one of these about every day. Pomegranate juice is not cheap. It's a little pricey. I think that this is for maybe even, I think it's $3.99 or maybe $4.99. Sometimes I find it, but I buy about one of these a week, and this lasts me throughout the whole week because again, I use about a 1/4 cup a day, and sometimes I skip a day, but it's just kind of like my special drink treat. And I've been trying not to drink anything lately, just coffee in the morning and then water throughout the day. Cutting back on alcohol and just like all other drinks. So this is just a nice like treat when I feel like I want a little bit something more than water. Okay, so Gemma's home from school. She's not in the best mood. I don't think she napped very long. But we're gonna have a snack. I'm gonna open it. Hold on just a second, let me show them, okay? So we're gonna have this cheese that I bought at the store the other day. I love this. It's a plant-based, dairy-free cheese, and I've only ever had this a few times, but it's so good. And I don't often buy it because it's pretty expensive. These are usually like $8, but it was on sale for $3.99, so I bought it. So that's what we're gonna have as our snack, with some just like multi-grain rice crackers, and we'll see if Gemma likes it. Do you want to try one of the crackers? And the cheese?
No.
No, you don't want to try it? I do. Mmm. You want to eat that one? Okay. Here. Can I help? Oh, I can't help you? Here you go. You don't want to try it? Here, try it. You'll like it. It's really good, I promise. Well, more for me. We moved over here where there was better light. She refuses to try the cheese. She would love it if she would try it, but she's eating the crackers, so. That's a whim. It's curry powder. You want some? Shake it. Whoa! It's not broke. We're gonna finish our snack. I'm gonna finish my snack, and we'll see you at dinner. Okay, so Steven's hanging out with Gemma, and I'm gonna make dinner. Now I'm gonna make a recipe that I'm actually posting on my blog tomorrow, but by the time you see this, it will be live already. It's a 1-pan creamy tomato pasta. It's a mix of 2 different recipes I've made before. One of them is actually the very first vegan recipe I ever posted on my blog. A friend of mine who I played roller derby with came over to my house and made this vegan recipe that I then posted on my blog. It has like a creamy tomato sauce. So that's the sauce. Do you want some 1-pot pasta? Say hi. Hi. Okay, bye. Okay, life of having a toddler, every 2 seconds I get distracted. This is why she goes to school and doesn't stay home with us all day, because we would get no work done. Anyways, I'm gonna make dinner. It's a really yummy 1-pot pasta with a creamy tomato sauce, and let's do that. I also want to reiterate that yes, this is where we're doing our renovations over here. It's taken us forever. I think if a contractor did this, it would maybe take a month, and it's taken us about 12 months, but we're getting there. This side is all done. This side is half done, so Anyways, I keep looking up at myself in the viewfinder. I need to just turn that down so I can't look at it. Let's make dinner. We're gonna start by flash soaking our cashews. I never remember to soak cashews overnight and I find it so annoying. So instead, I just pour them in a pot and cover them with water, and then I'm going to put them on the stove and just boil them for about 20 minutes. I learned this trick from Lexi at Lexi's Clean Kitchen, and it really mimics soaked cashews that were soaked overnight. Now I'm going to prep all of the other ingredients. First, I'll start by mincing some garlic. I put about 3 cloves of garlic in this dish, but you could leave it out if you don't like it or if it doesn't agree with your diet, or you can add like 5 cloves more, just whatever suits your needs. Then I'm going to dice my zucchini. Since I'm feeding this to a toddler, I like to go ahead and slice this pretty thin, but you can leave these kind of bigger if you want. So I slice it thin and then I cut those rounds in half just so that they're kind of easy bites that you can put in your mouth without having to do any extra chopping once the dish is cooked. For this particular pasta recipe, I really wanted to keep it summer inspired, so I'm also going to use a bell pepper. I used a yellow bell pepper because I feel like they're a little bit sweeter and I prefer that, but you can really just use whatever. So I just cut this in half, de-seeded it, and then sliced it. And I also will often cut those slices in half. Again, it's just kind of easier for a toddler to eat without these long strands of pepper in there. Now that all of our veggies are prepped, we're going to put them into a hot skillet with a bit of olive oil. The goal here is to soften them most of the way. They will cook a little bit more later, but I like to get them about 75% of the way there. Then we'll add in the garlic. I add this in just the last 1 or 2 minutes of cooking the vegetables because I don't want it to burn. Once the vegetables are softened, I will put all of this aside. There's no need to clean the pan because we're going to use that same pan to cook the pasta in later. For the sauce, we're going to add our soaked cashews as well as a can of diced tomatoes. Then we're going to add a few spices in. You can kind of just use whatever you like here. I used paprika, a bit of cumin, as well as some basil. I've also used Italian spice here. Just kind of whatever you have works great. And then I added in a bit of salt and some pepper and then blended this up. You have to blend it for about 3 full minutes to get it creamy like you see here. And it will seem like it's not going to get there, but it will. So just give it time and it'll get to be super creamy like this. Then back to that skillet. Remember, you don't need to clean it. I'm going to add about 2 cups of water as well as the cashew tomato sauce that we made. I'm going to be using plain pasta, just like regular boxed pasta. You could also use like a chickpea pasta or something like that, but if you're gonna do that, I would add in a little bit less water because they don't need to cook as long. So I'm gonna add my pasta into the sauce mixture and just let it cook for about 15 minutes. And as you see, the sauce is gonna get thicker and thicker, and then the pasta will, as it cooks, it will absorb the liquid. Towards the end of the cooking process for the pasta, you literally need to just stand there and stir it the entire time because the sauce will kind of want to stick to the pan, so you want to continually be stirring it. And when it is nearly done, I add the veggies back in as well as some sun-dried tomatoes. I know not everybody likes sun-dried tomatoes, so you can just leave those out. And then you're going to just give it a nice big stir. Once everything's mixed in, it really doesn't look that pretty, which is unfortunate because it tastes so ridiculously good. And I love how the sauce just kind of coats everything and tastes so great. I topped ours with a little bit of this vegan Parmesan cheese that I got from Thrive Market, but I've also seen similar brands that have it as well.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wave.
Bye-bye.
Can you wave and say bye-bye?
Bye.
Okay, that concludes my what I eat in a day video for today. Please let me know if you liked this video. I really enjoyed filming it and showing you what I ate throughout the day. I would love to do more of these, so again, let me know in the comments if you liked it, if it's something that you would like to see more of, because I would love to film more of them. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button. That really means a lot to me, and I will see you for my video next week. Bye guys!